Welcome to part 3 of Dynasty Warriors 2, and now we're going to start breaking off into the Three Kingdoms battles, starting with the Battle of Changban.
Cao Cao's troops have overtaken us.
Brother, lead them to us.
Do not worry. Yeah!
Well, as hilarious as the voice acting is, hilariously bad to say the least, it takes about 4 games and 1 spin-off and 1 crossover to finally get the characters' names correctly, well, on the part of the voice actors. Yeah, that's a really long time. But on that note, it's time for the background. But first, the conditions is actually a little bit different. You don't have to escort Liu Bei to the goal, which is one thing I do like about this game. There's little to no escort missions, but you do have to keep him safe.
The Alliance had destroyed the ambition of Dongzhuo. Still, the Han remained powerless as each lord began to dream his own dreams of conquest and power. In the year 200, Cao Cao defeats Yuan Shao and gains control over the Central Plains. Supreme power rests in his hands, and his forces grow tremendously. Cao Cao works to bring the entire land under his control. In 208, he personally leads his men south to Jing. After years of wandering, Liu Bei had finally come to rest in Jing. Now he must find a way to escape the overwhelming force soon to reach him.
Hey, don't let the background fool you, folks. There is no escort mission to this, although you still will have to make sure that Liu Bei does not get struck down. Everyone else, actually you gotta protect too, because, again, any fatalities in this stage, or any other stage for that matter, will affect your points, and those points will go straight to your experience points. So yeah, it's best you fight as well as you can to keep your forces alive. And this time at least they start you off with a horse. Now then, I did say, like, in part 1 and 2 that I did use cheats to unlock all the stages, and I had to use cheats to unlock all the characters, and there's a reason for that. You actually have to beat the game with the characters in order to unlock both sides of the fight. And there's 8 stages in this game, so that's practically a lot of characters that you are going to be fighting as. But thankfully, once you fight their matches in free mode, in the story mode, free mode, you can just actually fight against them. But here's the thing. The difference is with Hulao Gate and the Yellow Turbans, you don't have the option to fight as the others in the actual story. You have to, for the most part, play those guys only in free mode. However, you have to beat the game with every last officer in order to actually fight alongside Yuan Shao, Dong Zhuo, and Zhang Jiao. So, yeah, that is a lot of hard work. So I reduced the hard work so I could actually show off some of the stages, which would be a good idea to do. Because there are certain stages in this game that needs to, like, how should I put this? Depending on the officer, you either will have an easy way to go about it or a hard way to go about it. And on top of that, I'm only going to be doing like 1 instance, because the events will happen no matter the instance. The only way to stop them, however, is if you actually kill the officer in question. But even then, you'll still end up having to deal with the events. So yeah, that is the one thing I can actually take away from this game, among the other one thing that I have to take away from this game. And oh boy, here comes Cao Cao's forces the moment 2 officers have been defeated and, well, 2 leaders, sorry, have been defeated, and the sub-officers have all been scattered. And I lost my horse! Shit! I lost my horse. Hey, anybody can... Oh, there's a horse right there. I'll take this one. Almost thought I lost my horse there. And by the way, if there's anyone you want to eliminate, make sure you eliminate Cao Pi, because Cao Pi has a plus 10 health, which, by the way, if you actually pick up, you'll not only get a plus 10 health, but a plus 10 Muso. So yeah, well, it's basically life up. That's what it is called. I kind of made a mistake on that part, but if you actually beat Cao Pi, you'll get a life up that'll increase also your Musang as well. Defeating Cao Hong, I'm not sure what that... I forgot what that guy gives you. I think it's gonna give him attack plus 4, just like what Dian Wei and Zhu Shu gave you. But killing every officer counts, especially killing Cao Pi. Now, if you actually fought Cao Cao without killing Cao Pi will run away, the mission will be over, and more importantly, you will miss out on a couple of events. The only events that you will be missing out on will be the fact that, one, you'll have to deal with Cao Cao's oncoming forces, and 2, eventually Liu Bei's reinforcement shows up. But I do believe one other event happens where if you defeat just about every other officer on the field, the other officers will flee in time for Liu Bei to actually... Oh, sorry about that. In time for Liu Bei to actually make a counterattack. But one other event that needs to be mentioned, you have to... Well, there's actually 3. Let's see, the one where Liu Bei gets reinforcements, the one Cao Cao reinforces his forces that are already there, and the one where Liu Bei will mention that all the officers will reconvene in his area. And Liu Bei's morale dropping is a bad thing. You don't want that. Because when it comes from morale, it'll start going to struggling. And once it goes to struggling, that's when things really get tedious. Where did that officer go? I just got finished seeing him. Well, there's Xiahou Yuan, I do believe. Oh, there's a gate captain. Might as well seal that too. And, of course, gate captains will regenerate health. I mean, it's no big deal, but still, them regenerating health can be a pain sometimes. I could have sworn I saw an officer here. I guess Xiahou Yuan must have been... Oh, that's Xiahou Dun. Sorry. I thought it was Xiahou Yuan. I mean, I now take a look closely, it's actually Xiahou Dun. But, yeah, I honestly thought there was an officer here. Because I could have sworn I saw the big letters. That must have been my mistake. Whatever the case, Xiahou Dun is down. Well, nothing will change after he falls. Still, you'll just get +4. And by the way, once you grind enough in the Yellow Turban Rebellion, come back here because you'll be gaining up a lot of level faster by killing off some of the officers here than what you would in other levels. Well, except for the end where they actually start dropping off level, +8 attack ups, life up, well actually +8 attack ups and +8 defense ups. Because the life up is always going to be +10 regardless. That's something I forgot to mention. Oh, there's the asshole right there! I honestly thought I knew I saw someone, but I didn't actually see him per se. And now Liu Bei is starting to announce that he needs to hold point for reinforcements. That means you gotta get rid of Zhao Yun, since he's gonna be in the way of reinforcements. If you don't, after a certain period of time, the reinforcements will not show up, because Zhao Yun will block the way. Now then, killed that guy. Let's keep on going. Also, I do believe there is, yes, there is a Musou for 10 seconds, which is basically the Imperial Seal. Aww. And Xu Huang secured a gate. Damn it. Unfortunately, when enemies secure a gate, that takes away your morale, just like if you secure their gate, it'll take away their morale. And again, you want to keep that morale up, because the lower your morale is, the quicker the enemies will overwhelm your forces. And again, as I keep mentioning, your officer is a paper tiger. Well, not your officer, I meant your commanding officer. He's just going to just give up and let himself be beaten half to death. Even on the highest difficulty. You'd think the highest difficulty, which is actually hard, they would be of some use to you. No, they're actually dumber. They're what they are in normal. So yeah, bear that in mind. The only thing that needs to be said is, since I'm playing this on normal, is the fact that thank God that they don't hit nearly as hard as Liu Bei, because that's what you're going to be dealing with on hard. Every single soldier, even the piddling soldiers that come after you, they are going to be hitting as if you are fighting Liu Bei. So that is something that needs to be addressed. I mean, the only thing you get from that is a challenge, but really, you don't need to worry about that, because you can beat this game and unlock everything on any difficulty. And it honestly does not affect your stats whatsoever if you did. You're just gonna come in prepared as soon as you max out. However, things would be a little bit more harder on hard, because everyone hits like Liu Bei and everyone regenerates. Oh, yeah, by the way, forgot about this guy. Or at least, no, wait, I did forget about this guy. I just passed him up, and I think he's a part of Xu Huang's troops. And Xu Huang himself is not a playable character until Dynasty Warriors 3. Yeah, I'm trying to get all my facts straight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to get all my facts straight. Unfortunately, I just lost another gate troop. Hooray! Or was that somebody else? No, it was Zhang Fei that actually did that. Oh, and by the way, I'm also pressing start to check and see if there was any officers I missed. Also, because of the fact that the frame rate was dropping as well, so I had to make sure that the recording was still fine and okay. Because see, again, the frame rate is dropping because it's an old archaic game. But yeah, that is Xu Huang right there. He is in his generic officer form. He doesn't get his brandished axe until Dynasty Warriors 3. Oh god! Those damn archers! Seriously, those guys can be a pain. And if I'm not mistaken, they actually have charge shots too. No wait, they do have charge shots. So you don't have any elemental attacks. That's the only other good thing I can say about this game. Because while they would have benefited you, the elemental attacks actually hurts you if you're running into archers. Because, my god, when I get to Dynasty Warriors 3, and especially Dynasty Warriors 4, you're gonna wish elemental attacks never existed. Oh wait, I did Dynasty Warriors 4 Empires on this channel! So you see the glaring differences between the old school games and the new school games. Some of the things that were annoying is non-existent, however some of the things that would have benefited you is actually non-existent. Like for instance, the ability to call your horse. That is non-existent. Oh, and I also want to make things perfectly clear with everybody. I don't want to miss out on a certain event, which is all the more reason why I'm backing away from South, because if I take them on too early, the event in question where Shu gets their reinforcements, not to mention a huge morale boost, that will be completely missed because the stage would be over if I took down South. Man, I have a lot to say about this stage. If there's anything else that needs to be mentioned. Oh yeah, I think I missed the event where Zhang Fei actually roared to scare off all of Cao Cao's troops. I think that event is there. I'm not sure. I probably missed it. I'm gonna have to look it up. Yeah, I will have to look it up if I did miss it. But speaking of things I need to deal with before I missed out on them, that's Zhang He and Xiao Yuan. Xiao Yuan is a playable character in this game. Zhang He is not. As a matter of fact, he's not playable until Dynasty Warriors 3. And when he's playable, well, you can see the glaring differences in the past games and in the present. Oh, I want to also point out something too. Since this game is actually based off of Romance of the Three Kingdoms, that's Shu bias, ladies and gentlemen. That Shu bias. Because Shu, starting off, would have a total of 8 characters unlocked if you repeatedly beat the story mode. Everyone else has 7, whereas the others have 5. Yeah, that's Shu biased indeed. And I do believe it tends to be more biased towards Shu as the entries go on. And I do believe they are Shu biased as the entries go on. I do believe the next game that I would play after this would be 8. And that too is also Shu biased. Oh, right, Shang Liao, forgot about him. I didn't fight him in the last part because, well, after I defeated Liu Bei, he retreated. Now I get to fight him. And he would be one of the reasons why Liu Bei is ridiculously hard. Because if you fight Liu Bei and him, you're not gonna win. Plain and simple. You're not. He fights exactly like Guan Yu. And this is also the game where many officers have like the same moveset or the same types of weapons. And there's only a few unique weapons out of the entirety of the game. And to be fair, this is also the game where Zhang Wei is a broken piece of crap. Jesus Christ. Zhang Wei, ladies and gentlemen, as much as I kind of despise his character development of him being a sociopath in the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, this guy in the early games was incredibly broken, as in he could penetrate guard, he could combo, he could juggle, and I do believe he has one that could set up an infinite juggle, which is ridiculous. He's worse in Dynasty Warriors 3 than what he is in this game. Zhao Yun is actually one of the more balanced characters, Jiang Wei is broken. However, I chose not to play with him because that would mean I have to do another playthrough with this guy. Meaning I have to grind up his stats, make him max out, and have him to go through the whole story mode. And Xiao Yun has pulled back. Even though he was an officer here, that means only one thing. I do believe the event where Liu Bei is going to call for reinforcements is about to happen. Cao Cao is the only person there. And that reminds me, Xiao Yun was actually one of Cao Cao's troops. And he decided to pull back. So yeah, let's head over to Cao Cao and make his day. By make his day, I mean defeat him. And there's the event, folks. Where, Shu's reinforcements in the form of Wu comes in. And because of this, the morale is now maxed. We've got everything. I do believe I didn't miss Zhang Fei roaring on the bridge unless... Oh, I think I know what that's for. Zhang Fei roaring on the bridge, that is a Wei exclusive. Now I remember. I didn't really miss it. It's a Wei exclusive. I had to actually remember that because I did actually play the stage as a Wei officer for Wei, and it is a Wei exclusive. And I also played this on Wei's side as Zhao Yun, so that is definitely a Wei exclusive. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, Cao Cao's the only obstacle left. Be careful, because Cao Cao, being a boss, will regenerate and has higher HP. That's basically all you need to know. And the clash system here is a little bit different. You still will lose Musou, however, it's harder for you to actually win the clash because the response time to the controls can be really terrible. Now, thank God I blocked before he actually did something. And, oh, he didn't up this defense. Asshole. And he recovered his life. Asshole. I wish I could stop knocking him down. Yeah, here comes Guan Yu. And a whole slew of Shu officers right when I'm about to finish off this battle, or at least try to. Yeah, sometimes you can actually break guard, which, by the way, is a good thing. If you manage to break guard... Oh god, he healed himself. Where are you? Oh, you asshole. Take that. See how powerful those bow and arrows are? One charged arrow. A third of his health. That is freaking ridiculous. Not to mention it pierces defenses too. Because anyone else, that charged arrow shot with Zhao Yun being as high as he is would have been instant death. Oh god! One of my bodyguards is dead. Are you serious? Oh, crap. I'm gonna have to kill him. No, I am gonna kill him. He took my bodyguard. Hey, wait a minute. Now I can actually do this. Hold on. I think this Musou might kill him. Yes! Alright. Yeah, you better not waste your life. I'm saving that for part 5. Anyway, I think this one's over with. Yep, it's over. And I'll see you guys in the next part, as we will see how Dynasty Warriors 2 will handle Yiling, sorry, because Chirbi is actually the finale. That's the thing, Shu doesn't fight Chirbi. Wei and Wu does. So, yeah. I'll see you guys in part 4 when I fight Wu in Yiling.